Hey guys, Owen here with Seek Outside. I want to walk you through what to do when you receive your Seek Outside Breakaway backpack. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and open up this big box and pull out things you got. Right here we have a Breakaway lantern in wolf material. And we're also going to have some other accessories such as the strap kit and any other accessory that you chose to purchase. A Breakaway backpack can break away from the frame. So you have a frame, what we call the Revo panel, as well as the pack bag. The pack comes with 4 Gatekeeper straps attached to it, as well as many other straps that we'll go into later, included in the strap kit. First thing you want to do is go ahead and check out how your hip belt fits. If your hip belt doesn't fit well, Seek Outside can exchange it for you when new. So we'll go ahead and throw this backpack on, put our hip belt on, and you want it to cover past your iliac crest by about 2 inches. Or if you're going to be using it with a jacket on or other stuff a little more often, in this case, I get pretty good coverage past my hip bones. Like I said, 2 inches past your hip bones is perfect. So in this case, I don't need to call customer service, but if you do, go ahead and email us or call us and we'll be happy to try and make that exchange with you. Now, the next thing we want to do here is going to be harness fit. Most of our backpacks are going to ship at 17 to 18 inches in the torso height. In this case, it's best to have a friend come measure your torso so you can accurately adjust your harness. You want to measure from your C7 down to about the top of your iliac crest. That's going to be your torso height. Ryan over here is going to come take a measurement for me. I do know that my torso is about 19 inches, but maybe I've grown. What are we looking at here?
Looking at 19 and a half.
So I need to adjust this harness to 19 and a half inches. Like I said, it's probably at 17 or 18, so we're gonna have to make some adjustments. First things we wanna do is go ahead and just confirm our measurement. We're gonna measure from the middle of this harness down to the middle of the hip belt. That's gonna be fairly accurate. Like I said, right now we're about 17 and a half inches. So the first things I wanna do is go ahead and release the strap that connects down to the hip belt from the harness. Then I'll want to go ahead and release my load lifters, as well as these 2 buckles that hold the harness here at the top. Next, you can see we have these buckles that the harness strap runs through. I'm going to try and push some of this through, and I need about 2.5 inches is what it looks like. So I'm going to pull quite a bit through. And I'm going to try and take about a really even amount here. Pull this out. Looks fairly even. I'm going to pull on the harness strap. Make sure it's fairly even here, which it looks to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure from the middle down to the middle. And right there, we're about 19 and a half inches, which should be perfect for me. And now we're gonna go ahead and reconnect everything just the way we undid it, but opposite. Go ahead and attach through these top straps that hold the harness down. You want these to be tight, but you don't want to kill it. So get them nice and tight, but a little bit of movement there is totally fine. Do this other side as well, and just confirm that that's even, which it is. There we go. We're gonna run our load lifter straps through again, both sides. There we go. And the other side. Remembering to leave these super loose so we can get our fit well. And then we're going to attach back down to the hip belt straps here that go to the harness, and then we're ready for a test fit. Now that our harness is adjusted and we know our hip belt fits well, let's go ahead and test fit the pack for the first time. I like to have all the straps fairly loose when I first put this on, and I start with the hip belt. I'm gonna put it about the middle of my iliac crest here. Make sure I get a good tight fit here. There we go. And now I'm gonna pull down on these harness straps that attach to the hip belt. Tighten these down. And now I go ahead and do my load lifters. I have some space in between the harness and my shoulders, which is good because you don't want a lot of weight on your shoulders there. I'm gonna go ahead and click the sternum strap together, and everything feels pretty good. I have some weight coming off the shoulders, which is perfect, and all the weight is gonna go down to my hips. So my harness fits perfectly now. One thing to take into consideration, if you do have a longer torso or you're just a taller person in general, gonna be carrying heavier weights, you may want frame extensions. You want the frame to be about right in the middle of your ear, which this is perfect. But once I start to weigh this down, I get some extra weight on it, it's gonna start to sag a little bit, which means I might want a 2-inch or a 4-inch frame extension. Right. A quick tip I always like to do is loosen all the straps before I unclick the buckles. This makes getting your pack refit really easy, especially when you aren't hiking the load lifters back up. So now that everything's loose, I'll take the pack off. It gives you a fresh, really comfortable fit every time you take the pack off and on. Now that we have our pack fit really well and we're confident with it, we're gonna go ahead and talk about these straps that are included. If you ordered frame extensions, they're likely gonna be in this little strap kit bag. The first straps that you might pull out are these little strap keepers. These are designed if you have extra long straps to kind of cut those down and wrap them up so you don't have as much straps flapping around. You're also going to have a over the top strap, which we're going to pull out here in a second. There's a lot of them. The over the top strap is going to have 3 gatekeepers on it. It's going to have 2 on the sides with 1 in the middle. You're also going to have a gatekeeper side release strap. This has a 3/4 inch buckle, male and female, as well as 2 gatekeepers on it. Those 2 straps are designed for roll top securement. You're also likely going to have a load shelf in there if you bought a pack that comes with one. This can be used on the outside or the inside if you have an internal load shelf. And you're also going to receive 4 extra 26-inch gatekeeper straps. These are mostly made for securement on the pack or compression. There's already 4 that come attached to the backpack, so these are extras if you need them. 26-inch gatekeeper straps are designed for compression. These 4 that already come on the pack, 2 on each side, you'll go ahead and unclick the gatekeeper, which will allow that gate to open, and you can slide it through these provided green loops. These are structural on the pack and can provide a great spot to do compression. Go ahead and run these to wherever you would like. You can do them across. Most often, people do them across the bag. So we'll go to this other green loop. And this allows you to compress the pack bag down so you can really minimize the space that it takes up. Or if you have a bigger load in there and you really want to secure it, you can just tighten it down. Gatekeeper to side release strap has a male and female 3/4 inch buckle, as well as 2 gatekeepers on the outside. Again, this is designed for roll top securement. So what you're going to do is you're going to disconnect the 3/4 inch buckle, roll your top lid down to where you would like it, and connect the female to male and the male to female. And then you can run this gatekeeper to wherever you would like on the pack bag. I like to run them down to the bottom myself, but again, this is really personal preference and the way you want your pack to look and perform. So I'll run these down to the bottom, and I will go ahead and compress it all down. So this gives you a really clean system with your roll top, helps you compress your bag down. As you can see, it's like gone to kind of half the size. And if you have loads in there, it really helps create a clean system. Over the top strap, again, 2 gatekeepers on the outside, 1 gatekeeper in the middle. You're gonna go ahead and roll your roll top, because this is made for roll top securement. And you are gonna have some straps on the top of the frame. Go ahead and attach the outside of them. So the outside 2 gatekeepers, so you're left with a gatekeeper in the middle. Go ahead and attach those up here. And then roll your roll top down to your desired length. Let's say here is perfect for me. And then what this over the top strap does is it comes over the top with that middle gatekeeper, and you can run it down. In this case, I like to run it down to the lower parts on the lantern face pocket here, but you can really run it down to anywhere central. Go ahead, tighten it up, and your roll top's secured super well. Now that your pack fits well and you know the ins and outs of the straps, go out in the field and enjoy it.